Hi, halflings. I am coming to you now to tell you how to reset a bad day on your own. And it's intentional that I'm giving you this advice today because this week I had intended on posting earlier, Tuesday or Wednesday. It is now Saturday. And I just had the most was in such a funk on Tuesday. I couldn't get out of it. I woke up. I didn't have a plan for my morning. I was bombarded by distractions, by bad moods, stressful interactions, unexpected issues, etc. And I thought, oh, well, okay, this day's shot. I'll write and post tomorrow, no problem. And what happened? Wednesday, same thing. I woke up on the wrong side of the bed. Things just kept not going my way, and it was a downward spiral, and I couldn't shake it. I just kept wanting to press the restart button. And so when that happens 2 days in a row, I really got to do something about it because I'm an entrepreneur and I have to be really efficient with my time. And we all do. I mean, we're all busy and we all have really value our time. So we can't be just wasting a day if our day gets off track in the morning. So I did a ton of research. I looked up advice from experts and personal development gurus, and I have 9 things for you to do that you can do on your own without help from, your friends, your mom, your significant other, without relying on anyone else to reset a bad day so we don't waste any time. Okay, so number 1, ask yourself, what is my game plan? So chances are, if your day got off to a bad start in the first place, one of the problems might be that you didn't have a game plan to begin with. So whether this is in work or in your personal life or whatever context, you need to have some sort of plan. Otherwise, what you're doing is you're waking up and you're just reacting and you're responding to everyone else's day and everyone else's agenda. And if you don't have any plan, you have nothing to get back to when something else is taking you in a different direction. You need to have a direction. This is such an important part of having a good day. So if this happens to you, maybe take a moment at night, then before you go to bed, and make sure that you set a plan for the next day. That's number 1. So number 2, if you're in a funk, if you're in a bad mood, if distractions are overwhelming you, you need to stop doing what you're doing and remove yourself from the space that you're in. So I do mean physically remove yourself. So go ahead and if you're at work, just go into the bathroom, go into the stall, take a second to shock your state, to physically remove yourself so that you can reassess and carry on with steps 3 through 9. So number 3, take a moment for gratitude. It is, of course, Attitude and Gratitude Month on the blog, so I would be amiss if I didn't tell you that gratitude is going to be one of the most important things that can help you restart your bad day. So whether it means writing it down or saying it out loud or just thinking specifically in your mind, ask yourself, what am I grateful for? Because when you shift your mind to what you already have and what's already going good, you can really put into perspective what is not going so good. So that is number 4. Put things in perspective. Is it really that bad? Chances are it's not as bad as you're making it out to be. Sometimes when things go off track from our plan, or things don't go as expected, or someone comes into our life and brings bad energy or brings a bad mood, it can throw us off and we can get really, really stressed out. But if we really ask ourselves, is it really that bad? Am I stressing over traffic and crying over spilled milk, or is this really just not that big of a deal? So ask yourself that. Number 5 is to keep a visual reminder. So whether that be a quote, a pendant, a picture, or a tattoo, not my thing, but it works for a lot of people. My personal one, I have an Alex Anani. It is a sunflower, and this one is meant to be a symbol of resilience. And the sunflower is a strong flower that is always coming up from the ground and tilting its whole stalk towards the sun, and it faces the sun. And it's a reminder to bring yourself joy and positivity through the darkest times. And it makes me calm. It reminds me that I'm the one that has to do it. I have to be the sunflower. So whatever it is that works for you. I mean, if you're a guy, you're probably, I don't know, you're probably not into Alex and Ani's, but find something that's a visual thing that can remind you so that you can stay on track. Number 6 is give back to someone. So again, when you need to shift your focus when you're having a bad day. So when you give back, whether that be something as simple as complimenting someone, as sending an email, as doing the dishes. When I have a really, really bad day, yesterday I started to get off track in the middle of the day, and I was feeling overwhelmed. What did I do instead of freaking out about my own things? I thought, okay, my husband's gonna be home in a little bit, and I know there are a bunch of dishes in the dishwasher, in the sink, and I know that that's one of his pet peeves. If he comes home and there are dishes in the sink, it sets him off. It's gonna make him stressed out, which in turn, of course, also makes me stressed out. So I decided instead it would be a nice treat, even though they weren't my dishes, to go ahead and to do the dishes so that when he came home, it was a calm space for him. And you know what? Even though it's not my favorite chore, it actually did make me feel better. And when he came home, he noticed, he said thank you. And again, it was another way to reset and make me feel better about my day that was starting to get off track. So number 7 is do 5 minutes of personal development. If you're not really a personal development freak like I am, it's okay. Just find one thing, whether it be, you don't always have to be reading a personal development book, even though I love to and I highly recommend it. You can find a podcast, you can find a YouTube video, whoever it be that resonates with you, whether it's Tony Robbins or Brendon Burchard is one of my favorites of the moment, or Oprah, or even Ellen DeGeneres, someone silly, someone that's going to help you feel better but grow a little bit, that's going to help reset your mind to be positive and to give you some positive reinforcement when you're just not able to do it yourself. I'm a very positive person, but there are times when I'm in a funk and I just need someone else to tell me what I need to normally tell myself. So if you can't always rely on someone to physically be there to do that for you, so a podcast or a book is a really, really great way to do this. Number 8 is choose not to be stressed by what you can't control. So perception is reality, and the reality is what's causing your bad day is is you allowing that stress to take over your day. Again, we talked about traffic. Is traffic something that you can control? No, it's not. So don't allow that stress to overwhelm you and to push you into a further stressful state. You need to take a step back and accept what you cannot change. And that's a really important part of resetting your day. And number 9, and my personal favorite, is figure out your mantra and then write it down or say it out loud whenever you get in the state. My mantra, and mine changes kind of throughout the year depending on what I'm dealing with, but at the moment my mantra is, you are poised and thoughtful and wonderful woman who has all the tools she needs to crush this day and contribute great things to this world. And I'm not gonna lie, it feels good to even say that out loud now, and I'm not even in a bad mood. So find your mantra, find something that makes you feel awesome, and whether you have to go into a mirror and say it to yourself, and it probably will take a couple of times for this to feel real, and you might feel silly at first, but I promise you, this is a really, really great technique to use to pump yourself up, because when it comes down to it, you are the only one that can control your mindset and your attitude, and you need to learn how to rely on yourself. And if you're not a generally positive person, you need to back yourself up with all the tools that you can use. They're all out there, whether it's this blog that helps you and you need to come and rewatch this video over and over again. When you have a bad day, please do, because the tools are out there, and at the end of the day, you need to reset not just your day, but your mind to interrupt these automatic thoughts and these distractions that are coming into your life, and to set yourself back on track. So I hope that this was helpful. If you use any of these, please comment about your experience below, or if you have any other techniques that you would like to recommend to us Haplings, I would love to hear it. So in the meantime, I hope you guys have a fabulous rest of the day, and if you're not having a good day so far, please reset it and have an awesome day, guys. Bye.